Live from Ali Gymnasium on the campus of Nevada Union High School. Touchdown Productions, the foothill leader in sports television, is proud to present Nevada Union Minor Volleyball. Tonight, it's senior night, as your Nevada Union Miners take on the Oak Ridge Trojans. It's the senior night celebration on the way to the playoffs. It's NU, it's Oak Ridge, and it's all coming up next, right here, right now. It's your NorCal Game of the Week. The Miners play their final regular season game for Coach Marco Salcedo as he concludes his final season at NU. Their opponent tonight is the always tough Oak Ridge Trojans. Good evening, volleyball fans, wherever you are across our worldwide audience. Jim Adams here, the voice of the Nevada Union Minor Volleyball program. Joining me in the broadcast booth once again, Marty Mortensen and Jen Menary. Our producer-director is Gilbert M. Dominguez, and he is joined by the rest of the Touchdown Production sports team of Sanya Enos and Patrick Sheehy. Marty, the Miners will try and rebound tonight after that tough 5-set loss to Granite Bay.
Yeah, that's right, Jim. While Oak Ridge cannot remove NU from their second-place finish in the SFL, a loss to the Trojans tonight could jeopardize NU's playoff position. Currently, NU is hoping to maintain the number 2 slot, but an NU needs to win here tonight to make that happen.
And Jen, tonight is senior night for the boys. Does that influence their play?
Jim, I think it definitely does. Senior night is always an emotional night for any team. It's typically the final home game. But this year, the Miners will get at least one more shot at home in the playoffs. But this is the end of the regular season for them. You can definitely see the end of the season from here with playoffs in sight. And also, too, it's senior night for both Marco and his son Mason. So as you can imagine, that's going to be a big celebration when the Salcedo family walks on the floor with both father and son.
So the Miners have a lot to play for tonight. Thank you for joining us here tonight and spending your time with the NorCal Game of the Week. Remember to come back each week for the latest in foothill sports. When we come back, we'll have an incredible pregame show. You're watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union Minor Volleyball. We'll be right back.
Your car is one of the most important assets you own. And Reeby's Auto Parts is dedicated to helping you keep it in tip-top condition. Reeby's Auto Parts is a family-owned and operated business since 1956. We have a friendly and knowledgeable staff, and as a Napa Auto Parts dealer, you're sure to find the right part you need from either of our 2 Nevada County locations. You can always count on Reeby's to be there when you need us. It's Reeby's Auto Parts in Nevada City and Grass Valley.
Accidents happen, and Tripp's Auto Body and Paint Shop understands your frustration when they do. They work on all makes and models and have been serving Nevada County for 3 generations. Trips is a proud member of the AAA Repair Network, and their technicians are iCar Gold Class professionals. Trips works with all insurance companies and is a direct repair facility for AAA. Voted Nevada County's best, it's Trips Auto Body.
It's time to visit the newly remodeled B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The new B&C has completely changed for your shopping convenience. Their new expanded garden center has everything you need, including expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. Check out their new website and the new spring hours. And thank you for voting B&C the best hardware and building supply in 2012. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center.
Anything Green Hydroponics is your source for hydro systems, grow lights, and soils. Anything Green offers a complete range of organic nutrients as well as fungicides, miticides, and predatory bugs. Anything Green Hydroponics has just received this year's soil. Get your totes, pallets, or individual bags. Stay tuned for future workshops. It's all at Anything Green Hydroponics.
Back live here at Ali Gymnasium, Nevada Union and Oak Ridge tonight. And for a special presentation, let's go on over to Marty Mortensen. Marty, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Jim. I'm here with 4 football players that are going to be, on May 15th, they're going to be having a lift-a-thon. We're all football players, correct? Okay. And what they're going to do is I want to first have them introduce themselves, and then we'll talk about the lift-a-thon. Just introduce yourself.
I'm going into my senior year of football.
My name's Ethan Garrity, and I'm going into my sophomore year, JV year of football.
I'm Michael McFall, and I'll be sophomore.
I'm Nico Vargas, and I'll be going into my sophomore year of football.
All right. Now, these young men are going to be lifting weights, as I understand, and you're going to try to raise money. And I think you had told me earlier that you were looking at $475 per each person.
So the main goal for the whole entire team is $50,000, which helps pay for equipment, transportation, and uniforms, gear, referees, everything like that. It covers that whole basis.
Okay, we're showing you on May 15th the NU Minor football. It's a Friday, and we would like everybody to come out. And what we'd like to have you do is pledge money to these young men. That's what you'd like to have done, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. And so how can we get in touch with you or the fans that want to support you you boys here? What's the best way to get a hold of you guys? Why don't you give your phone number or email address where people can get a hold of you?
530-906-4370.
530-277-3608.
Individually, the best way to contact us would be probably through email or through social media. But if a donation is just being made to the team, probably just through Coach Dennis Houlihan would be the best.
Okay. And now, how about you?
Right, he said it. I mean, email or Coach Dennis Houlihan would be the best.
Okay. Now, Touchdown Production would like to get you started on your way to raising your $475. So what Touchdown Production would like to do for you, and this is Ethan Garrity. Touchdown Production would like to present you a check for $100 to get you started. So are you? That's a good start for you, right?
Thank you so much.
Okay, well,
thank you so much, and this just really speaks volumes about the community, and really grateful.
Well, we're very happy to do it for you, and good luck on raising some money. And I hope you make your goal of $50,000. Right. There you go. Thank you. So don't forget, at the NU Minor Football Lift-a-thon on Friday the 15th. Oh, look at this.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gil spares no expense. A huge birthday cake. Marty Mortensen, 74. And he probably golfed 74 holes that day. I've had the privilege of working with Marty for probably the last 15 years. Marty, what'd you do on your birthday?
Well, it was yesterday, and the weekend is when we had a nice dinner and had a nice cake. And I had a lot of, on Facebook, got a lot of my friends said, hey, congratulations, you made it this far. Hope you have some more.
You and Gail do something fun?
No, we're going next week up to Mendocino for 4 days, so that's how we're going to do it.
Well, Marty, you can have your cake
and eat it too. Yeah,
here it is.
I like to share it with everybody. But
birthday. I'm glad there's no sports on during my birthday.
Yeah, well, thanks, Gil, for remembering that. It's well appreciated.
You're our guy, Marty.
All right.
We'll be right back with more pregame action. You're watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union Volleyball. This is the Touchdown Production Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Dr. Victoria Tutak, and welcome to Advanced Chiropractic Centers. Are you tired of living with debilitating pain, physically impacting the quality of your life? Here at Advanced Chiropractic Centers, we offer a variety of options. We are a result-driven office devoted to your health care. My name is Dr. T, and I look forward to meeting your healthcare needs.
Are you ready to buy or sell your home or property? Placer Title is your local title and escrow company located right here in the heart of Nevada County. We combine the stability of a national insurer with all the benefits of on-site title and escrow professionals. Being voted the best title company by the union readers for the past 7 years is a true testament to our local roots and unparalleled customer service. Stop by one of our 2 convenient locations and thank you for keeping your business local.
We're at SPD Market in Nevada City asking people what they like about SPD.
I've been shopping here for about 20 years and the people are very courteous, and I especially like the meat counter. It's nice. You have a great selection, very helpful.
Because it's local, it's small, they have wonderful selections of things I need, and the personnel are very nice.
And that's why people love SPD Markets in Nevada City and Grass Valley.
Welcome to Plaza Tire and Automotive Service in Grass Valley. At Plaza Tire and Automotive Service, the customer comes first. We only do what's right for the customer, not necessarily what's right for business. Third generation family member, learned all that I know from my Grandpa Fred, my dad, my Uncle Mike, my grandma. My entire family's been a huge part of learning about the automotive industry. Grass Valley is our 4th location, and you can also find us in Colfax, Penn Valley, and Nevada City. I am Blake Hauser, and I welcome you to join us for the grand opening at our Grass Valley location.
At Ali Gymnasium, the Miners get ready to play their final home game of the season against the Oak Ridge Trojans. Marty, let's take a walk around the foothills.
All right, let's check out the Sierra Valley Conference. Features Bear River on with a 5-1 record behind Placer that is 6-0, and both of these 2 teams got a good chance of making the playoffs. Followed by Lincoln at 4-2. Capital Christian at 1-5, Union Mine 1-5, and El Dorado 1-5. So it's a two-team race here in the Sierra Valley Conference. And tonight we're looking at Nevada Union Miners taking on the Oak Ridge Trojans, and that is representative of the Sierra Foothill League, showing Granite Bay on top. They beat Nevada Union in a very exciting match last week, and 9-0 for Granite Bay. Nevada Union 8-2, good record overall, followed by Oak Ridge and Del Oro at 5-5, Rockland at 2-6, Wood Creek at 2-7, and Folsom at 0-9. And as we look to see by this graphic, that a win tonight by Oak Ridge will not knock Nevada Union out tonight out of 2nd place. So it's a must-win situation if Nevada Union wants to maintain their number 2 position in the league.
Yeah, this has got to be about seeding for the playoffs.
Exactly.
And so the Miners tonight facing an important contest here on senior night. And for the Miners, it has been a great season, and they have really done a great job. You know, you take a look at it, Marty. This isn't an easy schedule they have. Their only 2 blemishes, Granite Bay. With that said, this could be a tough contest tonight.
Yep. They're always tough, right?
Yes, they are always tough.
So we'll have to see how it pans out. Marty, I got to tell you, someone has taken Marty's cake and they have put it right in front of the TV.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a fork.
I'm going to be so hungry by the time it's over tonight.
We'll share it.
I think I'll have a little,
yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Little dried apricot.
What's that, an apricot?
Get the,
I don't have to, I have to cut that up with my fingers. Though.
Do we know what kind of cake it is?
Well,
I'm guessing carrot cake.
I guess it goes to show that you take it home for Gail.
Yeah, we just ate that big cake the other night, so.
Well, you can never get your fill of carrot cake. It'll be fine.
There you go.
So over to my right, they're getting ready for senior night, and with senior night on tap, Miners are going to celebrate a very good season and some good victories here also. So,
there you go.
So The Miners tonight versus the Oak Ridge Trojans. The Trojans have a good season, and Marty, you know, they may give the Miners a good test.
Yeah, they've been playing good volleyball. They've had a couple of blemishes, but this could be a tough match tonight after Nevada Union was so fired up last week against Granite Bay in that 5-set game.
Well, let's face it. Let me make 2 points about that. Number one is you lose a game, you've got to move on.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
And the second thing is better to lose in the regular season than to lose in the playoffs. So although they lost both games, the fact of the matter is they've got to gain some momentum to carry into the playoffs, because that's really where the rubber meets the road.
Yeah, it does. You're right. And that loss against Granite Bay, that's only going to make them a better team at this point and build their character and also their perseverance for the playoffs.
Tune in next week when Nevada Union has a tune-up game against the Whitney Wildcats. Whitney, a great team that beat Nevada Union for the championship in a 3-set match in a tournament earlier this season. And for the Miners, it'll be a great tune-up for what they're going to face here in the postseason. And, you know, there's a possibility that they will face Granite Bay in the playoffs, and if they do, Jen, how difficult is it for one team to beat another 3 times in one season?
You know, I don't know. At this point, if they were to face Granite Bay, you know, they know how they run their offense. They know what players on Granite Bay's team they're going to be looking for to feed the ball to, so they'd be better prepared. I think, you know, and the last time that we saw them play, they took it to 5, so I don't think it's a matter of if they can, but when they can beat Granite Bay, they definitely have the ability to. But just kind of fine-tuning, I think, all their skills. And like we saw, there were a lot of service errors in that match. Mm-hmm. And so it'll be interesting tonight to see if the Miners can lower that statistic. And that's huge. That's a game changer, definitely. So that's what I'm looking for tonight.
Well, let's face it, on last Thursday night, that match could have gone either way.
Definitely. You were absolutely right about that. There were a lot of questionable calls, I think, in the 5th game. And again, the service errors were huge.
Following the match, Marco Salcedo immediately took his players outside on the blacktop outside of Ali Gymnasium and took some time to talk with them about the match, trying to vanquish what had happened and look forward to not only tonight's match but the playoffs. And had a chance to speak with Mason Salcedo prior to the match, and Mason said that everybody took it well and they're ready to roll. So let's see what comes our way tonight.
Well, I think if they come back tonight, it might be because of your talk to them. I walked out to the truck last week. You were having a little a session with the volleyball players, and I think they were all listening very attentively, and they took your message to heart, Jim.
You know,
He's a motivator. He's a motivator.
Let me say 2 things. One is, for better or for worse, Marco and I have been close friends for many years now. My son went through the program, and prior to that, I knew the Salcedos very well. So Marco and I have a close relationship. Secondly, Marco asked me to make a comment, and I said to the players, you know what? Get this out of your mind. Move on. Don't let this bother you for a moment.
Right.
Move on and play your game in the playoffs, because that's really where it's at.
Right.
You know, so
Exactly.
So for the Miners, a tough match to lose, but sometimes those build characters, and they also pave roads to somewhere down the road being able to, especially in Marco's last season, being able to get to what we'll call the promised land.
Has Marco indicated what he's going to do after this season?
You know, I think he's leaving his options open. I think that I guess I could say there's a lot of programs after Marco. What people don't realize is that he's an excellent coach.
Right.
He's taken a school that is known for a difficult talent pool, and he's just done a great job with him. He's had a program that has been competitive every year.
There's a good shot of Marco right there. Not feeling well tonight.
No, Marco down with the flu. We normally have coach's chalkboard. We had to say no to that tonight because he just feels under the weather, but here he is, and we will also be honoring his son, Mason Salcedo. So in just a few moments, we're going to have a chance to honor the seniors. I have the privilege of being our master of ceremonies tonight as we honor those seniors, and I think that they're just about ready to go after senior night here. This year we're doing it, and we're just about ready to.
So Jim will.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ali Gymnasium.
Turn it over to Jim right now.
Wow, that was a great transition on his part.
Tonight, we have the opportunity on senior night to recognize the senior players on the Nevada Union Volleyball team. Nevada Union Volleyball coached by Marco Salcedo. Our first player to recognize, joined by Mom Shauna and Dad Kirk, Tyler Dravold.
You take the
Dravold
8 seniors that NU has, and they've got so many
powerful middle squad.
key players that are graduating. Logan Curley,
and brings
Harrison
energy to the
McCormick.
team no matter how the game is going. Anyways, I know how much you love British people, Tyler, so just like to let you know, good luck, mate, and have fun in college. Oh, by the way, everyone, it's his 22nd birthday. So have a good life, although it won't be as good as Hooters.
Tyler is going to Chico State to study environmental science. Please welcome Calvin Johnson, joined by Mom Tricia, Father Steve, Brother Trevor, and Brother Sam. He will be going to California Baptist University in Riverside to study electrical and computer engineering.
I'm just gonna say that. All right, here we have Calvin Johnson, the best ultimate Frisbee player at NU. He has had some trouble with a nasty cough throughout the season, which earned him the nickname Ebola. All kidding aside, he is one of the most supportive people I know, and he is an amazing libero and DS for our team. We will miss Calvin's humor and passion to play volleyball, and I hope he can come back and play volleyball with us after he goes away to college next year at Cal Baptist University, where he wants to be an engineer.
Escorted by his mom, Jordana, his dad, Chris, and his younger brother, Bo, Max Bishop. Max will be going to UC San Diego, majoring in math. And he's looking forward to big bonfires and the beach with Harry.
Max Bishop, aka Sugar Buns. Don't worry, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I didn't know you since my freshman year, but since then you were always that upperclassman that I looked up to as the Alpo that I competed with for the starting position on JV. But since it's senior night, sugar's on me if we win.
Escorted by Mom Janet, Dad Ryan, and Grandma Nita, going to Golden West College next year, Cole Williams.
Cole Williams, he's a pretty talented guy. For those of you who don't know him, he's like a mixture of Steve Carell and Will Ferrell, Skate Baby. He's really talented. He's really good at twerking and everything else. He's a seriously funny guy, and we've had a lot of good times together, and he's super supportive. And we love you, Cole.
escorted by parents Randy and Erica, sister Jenny. Attending UNR next year in geological engineering, the diminutive Stephen Skaggs.
Oh, what can I say about Dirty Steve? Well, he's an amazing player and a huge asset to this team. Ever since I have known Steven, I have always looked up to him. But then again, once you're 6'9", everyone looks up to you. It's been eye-opening to see him play and change over the years, both in skill and in personality. One of the many reasons that makes Steve so important to this team is his team spirit. Before every game, when the team goes into a huddle, Steve will always have a joke for us or words of advice. It's been an honor to know how funny, considerate, skilled, and caring Steven has been. He's always been positive and always has that upbringing attitude. I am proud to have played with such a great player, and I know he will be successful in whatever path he chooses.
Joined by Mom Shannon, Dad George, younger brother Lucas, younger sister Emma, going for a business degree at Sac State while also playing on the Sac State Boys Club volleyball team, also accompanied by Auntie Kristen and cousins, ladies and gentlemen, Logan Curley.
Here we have Logan Curley, the person with some of the most crazy bouncing hits I've ever seen. Besides him being an amazing volleyball player, he has the gift of being an amazing motivator and encourager. Every time I make a mistake, he's the first person to tell me I'll do good the next chance I get. He in general is one of the most kind-hearted people I know. He plans to attend Sturt College in the fall and then go to Sac State spring semester where he will play volleyball. I hope that he can come back and bounce more balls in our practices next year.
Attending Orange Coast College where he will be majoring in film while in Southern California. Looking forward to playing volleyball and getting on with the beach bonfires, joined by Mom Geraldine, Dad Ronald, and Grandma Patricia. Ladies and gentlemen, Harrison McCormick.
First of all, you're an amazing hitter. The first time I got to play volleyball with you was in 6th grade on NCVC 14s. It was a very good experience and a lot of funny memories. I was glad I got to play with you this year again. We've had a really great time and you taught me so much. And we've had a lot of good, awkward car rides down to the games. I hope you have a good time playing for OCC next year. I'm gonna miss you.
And finally, also going to Orange Coastal College, where he will hopefully join the Air Force ROTC. Mom Tammy, Dad Marco, Brother Tyler, ladies and gentlemen, Mason Salcedo. Joined at courtside by his grandfather, Julio Salcedo.
There are so many good things to say about you, Mason. You're a great volleyball player and a great leader for our team. I have known you forever. You are like my not-so-big cousin. We've been playing together with NCVC for about 5 years. You've taught me so much about volleyball and how to run a team and how to become a good setter. Good luck with your future with attending OCC next year. I miss you, and squad for life.
And speaking of seniors, let's everybody give a standing ovation to our coach in his final year, Marco Salcedo.
Dad, you've been coaching over 22 years here, starting this program from the absolute bottom, just from a little club team but now look at it. You got NorCals and all that. What you started here is truly amazing. It doesn't seem real that you will be retiring from this program after all that you have done. The past years of volleyball truly have been amazing and been the best. You really know how to bring any team together to be a team, a family, and of course, a winning team. Playing for you has made my volleyball experience 10 times better. This coming year, not playing volleyball for you, not going on spontaneous fishing trips to Pyramid Lake or random camping trips to Spalding really will be the hardest thing about next year. But mostly, all the delicious food you cook for us when Mom doesn't will be very difficult to miss. Let's just say I'll be making some random trips home to eat all your food, so I don't have to live off of mac and cheese and top ramen. The ending of the season really has been tough, knowing that this will be the last time that you coach me in a game that we both love, and also I'll be without a fishing captain next year putting me on monster fish. But hey, I'll be able to do it myself because I learned from the best. I'm speaking for my team and everybody in this gym and myself that you will be greatly missed at the school and in this program. And in the honor of everything that you have done, all the parents and players would like to present to you a commemorative brick that will stay at NU that will recognize all of your hard work and dedication. Thank you, Dad, and we all love you.
Oak Ridge, thank you for your patience while we've honored our seniors. Thank you for attending senior night, and now it's time for volleyball.
Very nice job, Jim.
Yes, well done,
make
Jim.
a great master of ceremonies, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He's got the voice for it.
Oh, it just resonated throughout the entire gymnasium.
Yeah, you can tell it's going to be an emotional night.
We got it done.
And they certainly did. Very good.
A little bit of a late start tonight. A lot of seniors.
Boy, no kidding.
Yeah, there's 8 of them.
Yeah, but the thing is, look at the JV program. Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
They played a great game tonight, and now they'll be moving up. And some of these juniors and sophomores that are been playing on this varsity team will have another year's experience, and so we'll look forward to that.
The big question is, who will Nevada Union bring in next year as their coach?
Yeah,
Marco Salcedo, big shoes to fill.
Oh, no kidding.
Jen, let's take a look at tonight's match. What's your outlook?
You know, I am really curious to see how the Miners take the floor tonight. And like we mentioned in the Granite Bay game, Marco really was hitting on the point of coming out and having a fast start. And equally as important with a team like Oak Ridge, you know, they are going to definitely challenge the Miners and be neck and neck with them probably at some points in the match. Not as tough as Granite Bay, but I'm really looking to see how they can fine-tune their offense with Mason Salcedo in there, and also keep their serving errors at a minimum. That's, for me, that I'm a stickler about serving errors. I mean, just inexcusable for me.
Well, the Miners look like that they're on the verge of starting an all-senior team on the floor, and that has been the tradition of Marco Salcedo for several years on senior night. He starts with all seniors, and where we go from there, only time will tell. No, it was great to honor Marco tonight. He sure has served his time here at Nevada Union.
Yeah. Very well respected, not just in this community, but also in the Roseville area, you know, with NCVC and a lot of those club teams.
Yeah, he has been with NCVC for many years. My son, who is now 22, played for him when he was 14. So that's a long time right there, and he'd already been doing it for some time. So the Miners ready for tonight's action. Oak Ridge patient as the Miners were honored, and Sam Greenleaf is about ready to start it off for the Trojans. And that'll be wide. And the antenna comes off. You can see right there Salcedo putting it back up and readjusting it for the referee. Having a little bit of trouble with it here on the first point of the match.
I will say from personal experience, those antennas are a pain in the booty. They are just so difficult to work with. And once they come off, you're in for it trying to get it back on.
You know, Marty, Jen can get away with saying that stuff.
Oh,
if it were you and me,
no, we'd be,
the sheriff would have shown up by now.
No kidding.
See, look, let's see how many volleyball players it takes to put this antenna back on. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now.
As the referee watches.
I told you all.
Yeah, there it goes.
Yes, it does. It has to align correctly with the court line.
And for some reason, they're having a problem
Bringing
with it.
in Coach Mills here to help out.
And here comes Ben. He's going to show him how to do it. If
I'm not
he
sure.
can
I
figure
don't
it out.
know that I would necessarily consider this a fast start. What do you guys think?
Well, we'll have to see what the next several points bring.
Like they're going to switch. No, maybe he got it fixed.
So a slow start, but at least the Miners lead. Good picture of Ben Mills. And Mason Salcedo will start us off. And there is Salcedo. And still a little bit of a delay. The coach of Oak Ridge asking some questions that are being shuttled over to the up referee. And now Mason joins the conversation as well as the down referee. They're going to call a jump ball on the first point, and Oak Ridge is going to start over at 0-0. Consultant to the referee, Gil Dominguez, says that's only fair. So Sam Greenleaf to serve.
I think that's an interesting call.
Oh, nice save.
Miners keep the ball in play. Nice kill. Number 12, Ben Copania.
That's a great clean kill from their right side, which is not always as pretty as outside attacks.
Skaggs. Could go Skaggs' way again and does. It's a short set and the point.
Wow.
Didn't take long for Steven Skaggs to get warmed up, did it?
No, and he does very well on the short sets. You know, we usually see him on the high sets, but very good in that position. And now Mason Salcedo tied at 1. Up into the rafters. Skaggs with the block. Joisted back over by McCormick. Skaggs. Oak Ridge, a good job of keeping that ball in play. Harrison McCormick. And that's out as it goes off the antenna. Connor Peterson to serve for the Trojans. A lot of the offense going to Skaggs tonight, and that goes out. So the Miners down early, 3-1. Nice off the block.
Great up.
So
you know, Logan Curley didn't have to kill that, but he knew exactly where to place it, and they weren't ready for that. And that's probably goes along with his senior mentality. He's, you know, over the course of the 4 years, he's really gained some smarts and vision on the court.
Harrison McCormick for the Miners. And a nice play by Ben Kopania again.
Just inside the line there, Jim.
He found that corner. C.J. Harger, the libero, to serve.
Oh.
Miners point. Player into the net.
Logan Curley came flying for that one. He had some hang time on that.
4-3, Oak Ridge early on. Thank you for joining us. Jen Menary, Marty Mortensen, Jim Adams with you with all the volleyball action. Chase Berry. Ben Compania back to serve. Good dig. Now the Miners with a chance. Nice set, and there's the point.
Nice save in there by Salcedo. That ball was headed into the net.
And he set it backwards so that Curley had some time to get under it.
Yeah, I think they're going to be looking for a lot of plays like that tonight, especially on their senior night. You know, Mason's really going to try and set his guys up as best he can, especially tonight.
This Oak Ridge Trojans team, an impressive squad here early on, leading 6-4. Chase Berry serving. And that's out. So hit hard by Logan Curley, but wide. Oh, and into the net are several players, I think led by Sam Greenleaf, but Wyatt Rowland was there too.
And they had no business even going into the net because that wasn't even going to be a kill or anything.
Yeah, that's a little clumsy play there.
Free ball. Over on this side for McCormick, and there's the kill. Harrison McCormick.
Another great set in there by Mason Salcedo.
Salcedo's playing a great match so far tonight. His sets have been right on the money.
What I really noticed about the Miners is that on a lot of their outside plays, their sets to the outside, almost all of the players, they come in and really find the ball at its highest peaking point and attack it at that point, and that's really important in the game of volleyball.
Calvin Johnson checks in for Nevada Union. And into the net again is Sam Greenleaf.
Let's check out this replay that we got on the screen here, coming in from the right on the outside. Nice jump set by Mason Salcedo. Harrison McCormick just nails it in backcourt.
He really got up high for that.
And there is an ace by Cole Williams. Tied at 8 in the first set from Ali Gymnasium. Oak Ridge, Nevada Union. And another ace.
He was packing some heat on that serve, Cole Williams was.
The tired Nevada Union team came off the bench onto the court. They were excited about that.
Whoa, and that one was tough to field.
Mix-up.
Fighting over the ball was Logan Curley and Calvin Johnson. And there's that ace.
Oh, there, we've got a replay up on the screen.
Oh, beautiful block right at the net by number 6, Ben Gillingham. Ten to 9 in favor of the Trojans. Short set for Skaggs, and he stuffs it right down the shirts of
That
Ben
just-
Gillingham and Ben Compania.
Just trickled right down in front of him, on top of him.
Here is Mason Salcedo. And that is long. Connor Peterson serving for the Trojans. Skaggs, this time defended well. Off the block.
Great
nice set. And it hits off the air conditioning unit, so the point goes to Oak Ridge. 12-10.
Huge credit there to Cole Williams on that set from the backcourt all the way out, pushed it to the outside.
Good hustle there by Salcedo.
Nice back set, but hit out. And timeout is taken by Marco Salcedo on that drive by Harrison McCormick that went a little bit wide.
I think the Miners are making a few errors. I don't know that they're feeling the intensity that we felt in the Granite Bay game. But they got to be careful not to let their level of play, their caliber of play fall in a game like this, because it's important, and I'm sure Marco's wanting to win in 3. So,
with that said, in the first set at least, he's playing with an all-senior lineup, and that does in some cases mean not necessarily regulars. So we'll have to see how that pans out. It's a tradition of how Marco does it, and he's not changing from that tradition, but there you see it on the touchdown production scoreboard, 13-10 in favor of Oak Ridge. Connor Peterson, good shot of him at the service line for the Trojans. Skaggs, and that's out.
Miners are hitting a lot long. I'm not sure if the chemistry with Skaggs and Salcedo is a little bit off tonight or what's going on.
And another excellent block. This time it's Ben Compania. Oak Ridge rolling ahead 15-10. Peterson back at the line again. Harrison McCormick, they didn't expect the ball to come McCormick's way, and when it did, the block was not there. And now Harrison back at the service line. Cannot be saved by McCormick. So 16-11. And C.J. Harger to serve. That is out as it hit the antenna coming through. And now they're going to confer. Marco Salcedo contending that it did not hit the antenna on the way through. So, and explaining to Marco. And now the lead is at 6. Skaggs.
He tried to cross everybody up on that one. Jimmy, like, was going to go for the kill, but then he just tipped it with his left hand, and Oak Ridge was ready for that.
Guys, let's face it, in this first set, the Miners are being outplayed.
Yep.
by the Trojans, and that shows on the scoreboard. They lead by 7, 18-11, and if the Miners don't get on their horse, this first set is going to be for Oak Ridge.
Yeah, they have the biggest lead of the game so far for Oak Ridge, or for either one of the teams, is now 7 points. And it's could be tough. The way Oak Ridge is playing is going to be tough, I think, for NU, unless they can get a big run going. They're going to have a hard time, I think, getting back into this game.
Yeah, Oak Ridge, they're consistent enough to keep up with the Miners, and they're not making as many errors right now.
They've been, Jen, they've been very consistent throughout this first set.
Yep.
So you have to think that this is probably their game they will carry through the match.
Mm-hmm.
Harger still. Logan Curley with the kill.
That's his third of the night.
Let's see if the Miners can use that side out and run with it. Skaggs at the line. Great serve. I love it. I love it. Nice up. Wow.
And a Trojan is up against the net. Miners have narrowed the lead to 18-13.
Well, this is what they needed, Jim.
Well, they've got to string a few points together, let's face it.
Oh, no chance there.
High-flying Trojans. Let's take a
check
look at
out. We got Oak Ridge attack from the right side. Skaggs, perfect position. Great contact with the ball there. Sets it up nice and perfect.
And another excellent block by Oak Ridge. They're the first team to 20, and worse yet, they lead by 7, 20-13. And one of the guys doing a lot of the damage, Ben Campania to serve.
Great set.
Now a good chance for Oak Ridge. Campania, and he gets the kill. Cole Williams in hot pursuit, but he ran out of room. And now 21-13. Marty is their biggest lead of this set, 8 points.
8 points, that's it.
And again, right into the block. Oak Ridge has all the answers. Logan Curley's attempt for a kill is defended perfectly. And that is Max Bishop. Let's take a look at his block. Textbook.
Never a doubt.
And there is the kill for Oak Ridge. Chase Berry to serve for the Trojans. 23-14. And Miners caught a break there where for a moment as Logan Curley tapped the net. But it's now 24-14, and just that fast, we are at set point.
Had a chance to put it away and put it right into the net.
You know, I've seen teams go on 10 or 12-point runs, so you never know. You never say never.
Jen, that is very rare.
And there it is.
And there's the end of the first set. Don't, Jen?
And, you know, I think
Jen,
maybe the Miners were just trying to get loose there on that one. Maybe the dynamic was a little bit off compared to what they're normally used to.
We'll be back with set 2. You're watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union Volleyball. This is the Touchdown Production Sports Network.
Your car is one of the most important assets you own. And Reeby's Auto Parts is dedicated to helping you keep it in tip-top condition. Reeby's Auto Parts is a family-owned and operated business since 1956. We have a friendly and knowledgeable staff, and as a Napa Auto Parts dealer, you're sure to find the right part you need from either of our 2 Nevada County locations. You can always count on Reeby's to be there when you need us. It's Reeby's Auto Parts in Nevada City and Grass Valley.
Accidents happen, and Tripp's Auto Body and Paint Shop understands your frustration when they do. They work on all makes and models and have been serving Nevada County for 3 generations. Tripp's is a proud member of the AAA Repair Network, and their technicians are I-CAR Gold Class professionals. Tripp's works with all insurance companies and is a direct repair facility for AAA. Voted Nevada County's best, it's Tripp's Auto Body.
It's time to visit the newly remodeled B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The new B&C has completely changed for your shopping convenience. Their new expanded garden center has everything you need, including expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. Check out their new website and the new spring hours. And thank you for voting B&C the best hardware and building supply in 2012. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center.
Anything Green Hydroponics is your source for hydro systems, grow lights, and soils. Anything Green offers a complete range of organic nutrients as well as fungicides, miticides, and predatory bugs. Anything Green Hydroponics has just received this year's soil. Get your totes, pallets, or individual bags. Stay tuned for future workshops. It's all at Anything Green Hydroponics.
So the Miners fall in set 1, 25-15. Back here live at Ali Gymnasium. The Trojans readying for their second set. And the Miners, guys, Miners in need of getting it together.
Yeah, you're right, Jim. It's against Granite Bay. It's not the same team. I mean, they were really fired up.
Well,
and they did lose that first set to Granite Bay.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they did. They win. They won the first one, lost the second, won the third, lost the fourth, and then lost the next one. That's how it worked.
Yeah, because it was always on the same
side of the court. Yeah. Well, that was that side of the court, but they didn't catch it that time.
Jen, how much is this is the Trojans playing really well, and the Miners versus the Miners with a little letdown?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of credit that should go to the Trojans. I mean, they're putting up a good fight against the Miners here. But if I'm a betting gal, I'm going to bet that Marco's going to really do all he can to win these next 3 sets and come out with a 3-1 win tonight.
Mason Salcedo. Oh, and the Miners allowed him to play that when they could have had it. And there's the kill. McCormick. So, things can vary so much from one set to another. It'll be interesting to see how the Miners come out.
Well, they had started off that first set in a kind of an awkward, weird way with that restart. And now here we are with Salcedo at the line, which is always a good thing.
And a Miner was into the net, tapped to the top of the net.
Looked like it was a double hit from. That's what I thought it was at the start, but didn't happen.
There's that sidewinder ball. Off the block. The block was slow to get there, but it was sure effective. And Capania hits it long. They're looking for a touch, and there is none. Harrison McCormick back at the line. Oh, beautiful.
Great dig out of the net.
Now the Miners have to fight for it. Here's Skaggs. Skaggs again, and that time he slam dunks it. And the coach for Oak Ridge is asking for a timeout to wipe up the floor there a little bit.
A towel.
I'm going to need a towel here if it gets much warmer in this building. Oh, nice set. Miners with
Great.
the up. Again, a good up. Skaggs now. Yes!
Let's check out that replay up here on the screen. Look out for Skaggs. Sets up in the middle by Salcedo. Just nobody home.
Harrison McCormick. Nice set. And through the kill for the point again is Ben Capania.
That's his 4th kill of the night. He is.
That's picture perfect
Yep.
out there outside on him on those sets.
He is playing a good match.
Oh, a little mix-up.
And an ace. So from 5 to 1, excuse me, from 4 to 1 to 4 to 3. Nice set, but right into the block, and Capania again.
It's a few times Logan Curley's done that tonight. He's maybe not seen the block or has read the block wrong.
Miners trying to just pound through that block, and it's difficult unless you go to Curley, and Curley gets up above it. Jen, what adjustments do the Miners need to make to beat that block?
They need to, as they're going up on that hit, for example, Logan Curley, and I know he can do it, I've seen him do it, really just look for their hands and where they are and use the smarts that he's got to place the ball, maybe a little roll shot over the block or a dink or a tip to the side.
Miners leading 6-4. The unorthodox Steven Skaggs back there. And touched going through by Harrison McCormick. And now checking in is Ben Gillingham for the Trojans. And to serve, Wyatt Rowland. Oh, that was almost impossible.
I think he went up with his left hand on that. It was so outside
I don't think he had a choice
shoulder.
on that,
Yeah,
Jim.
I don't think so either. I think that was a little offset.
Tied at 6. And that'll be long, and it is.
They've got to be communicating those calls a little bit louder and better, I think. Make sure everybody on the team is on the same page.
Max Bishop for the Miners. Capania set poorly. He had to go back for that one and mistimed it.
Little overextension there. Miners really need to capitalize on some of these errors that are going on the Oak Ridge side.
Max Bishop.
Great set.
Oh, well played by Chase Berry. Berry had 2 shots at it, and he made the second one work. Miners lead 8-7. Kicked up. Oh, and a great kill by Logan Curley right off the head of Sam Greenleaf.
Let's check out the Oak Ridge replay on the screen up there. Not quite ready there on the NU defense. Wasn't expecting it.
Curley serving. Campania.
Great set.
Harrison McCormick with the kill.
That is one talented kid, I'm telling you.
Mason Salcedo is unbelievable with his setting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice set right there, and there's the kill. Chase Berry with the kill. Miners up by 2, 8-10. Second set. Trojans have taken the first set.
Toby Carter looking hungry up there at the net, huh?
And Carter checks out and is replaced by 6'9" Steven Skaggs. Cole Williams serving. And that is out.
Great call over here by Oak Ridge.
We may have settled in for a long night of volleyball. Skaggs has to play over the ball safely. That would have been out, but played by Curley, and now Skaggs finishes it off.
You can tell Salcedo's really looking to Skaggs up at the net tonight.
Mason Salcedo with a service error.
That's his second one tonight.
And Jen, is that an indication that their focus may be off just a little?
I think it is. I think serving's a big reflection of the momentum and tempo that you've got. And if you're making some serving errors, you're probably making some other errors that go along with it. Great up out of the net.
Miners keep the ball in play. Nice set to Campania. Ball rolls around in the rafters before a beautiful block by Campania. He had it all in that point.
You know, I would say that Oak Ridge, they've got some effective blockers. They don't have anybody that's really size-wise comparable to Skaggs, but...
And that hit the antenna, and suddenly we are tied at 12.
Let's look at the replay up there on the screen. Perfect block. No Miner even expecting that, not hardly on their toes. But what I was going to say was I think that the blocking for the Oak Ridge team is really effective, and that's probably due to their coaching. They've got some swing blocks going on, and they're really getting 4 hands up close together on a lot of these hits. You see Logan Curley kind of struggling at the net tonight, trying to get through, and can't quite seem to get there. He did on his last one.
So Jim, the Oak Ridge boys have come right back and tied this game up.
Absolutely. And now it's a real turning point. Both teams are at a fork in the road as it pertains to this set. Will it be Nevada Union to take the set back, or will it be now the Trojans to move forward? So Sam Greenleaf to serve. Short set to Skaggs. And the kill.
Yep, if I'm Mason or Marco Salcedo and I'm calling some shots, I'm looking to Skaggs tonight.
That's his 5th kill.
Harrison McCormick.
Wow.
Beautiful play there. Wyatt Rowland with the kill. $13 all. Connor Peterson.
Skaggs again. They're really using their middles tonight.
Well, and Skaggs seems, Jen, to be able to get over that block.
Right, and that's a lot in part to his height and his arm reach. I think when he's at the net, he's got those long arms.
Oh, and of course, set, so the Miners now with an opportunity. But all they can get is a dink out of it from Logan Curley. And then slammed into the net by Chase Berry.
He was on his way down when he hit that one, and even though he had a good set, but end result right into the net.
See if the Miners can save this one, and they do. And right off the block, but it is in. 15-14. Wyatt Rowland to serve.
Toby Carter.
Carter picks the open space and places it right there. And again, it's Ben Gillingham off of the block and out. Copania. Logan Curley. Safe ball. And off the block, and Toby Carter is on fire.
Toby Carter, he's got a lot of potential, and you can see he feels comfortable in the middle, and kind of the ebb and flow of that relationship that a middle has with a setter. It's crucial, and it sets a lot of momentum and tempo for the rest of your hitters at the net.
Toby Carter again.
Backcourt.
And a minor against the net, and it's going to be Harrison McCormick. 17-16. Very close here. Nearly a service fault, and that is jousted out by Harrison McCormick.
I think we have a little bit of a different lineup here for our Miners. I think we're back to the normal starting lineup that we typically see on normal league games. And you know, we're still having some troubles.
And a miss hit by Harrison McCormick, and the Miners are going to take a timeout. They once led by 3, and now they trail by 1. Here in the second set, down already 1-0.
I think we kind of touched on this earlier, but as far as Oak Ridge goes, they're definitely here, and they're going to leave it all out on the court. I also think they are well coached. It looks like their coach maybe might have played, but he looks like a volleyball player himself. So
there's a look at, we'll call her mom, and she has to be a mom and a coach at the same time.
Yeah, she's doing double duty tonight because she's got to watch out for the young man who's all over the court.
She's an excellent multitasker, Jen.
Trying to keep score. And
aren't we all? Aren't all of us ladies?
Oh, absolutely. Won't get any argument out of me.
Chase Berry serving. Toby Carter, and there's off the touch. That's got to be a touch, yes. Tied at 18. So 7 points, the best of 7 to the end of this second set. And it's Cole Williams at the line. Skaggs didn't quite get the vertical on that he normally does. And now it's McCormick, but it's also Ben Gillingham with the block.
I think Skaggs tried to cover himself on that one as it came back from the block, but couldn't quite make the right contact.
Skaggs. And that's in.
Great placement on that. Nobody home.
So Skaggs extended it about as far as he could on that back line, and we're tied at 19 with Mason Salcedo at the line. Pancake. Nice dig.
Oh!
And Jen, would that not have been 4 hits?
I think it would have been, right? I think so.
I believe it would have been.
A little bit of offer there by Marty Mortensen.
Forgot my name wasn't Jen.
And the kill by the Miners. Let's look at the pancake here, Jen.
I'm looking. Oh, here we go. Who was it? Salcedo? Did Salcedo get the touch on that?
Yep, yeah, he did.
That takes a lot of practice to nail a pancake like that.
Tied at 20. Soft serve. Nice set. Good up. It's bouncing around up in the attic. Max Bishop plays it over. Campania, long, Miner against the net.
Oh boy, what a bad break that was for the Miners.
So now it is Oak Ridge with the 21-20 lead. Skaggs, a dink for the point.
Greatly placed. That's smart volleyball right there. Now you don't have to go up every time full force, 100% effort, powerhouse hit. And as a hitter, when you can differentiate between when it's time to really go 100%, when to tip it. Oh.
And unfortunately, 4 hits on the play. Miners down by 1, 22-21. Wyatt Rowland serving. Huge point here.
Good block.
There's the block. It's Campania again. And now 23-21. The curtain starting to come down on this second set.
Things are getting a little dicey here for the Miners. I think they maybe came in a little too overconfident against this Oak Ridge team.
And that one hits the antenna. So it's Miners' point. It's now 23-22. And here is Max Bishop. We're either going to be tied or at set point. Let's see how it plays out. Over set. And that's long. And there's a touch. So we are tied at 23. Timeout taken by Oak Ridge at 23 all. So this is really a toss-up, and it could be anybody's set.
Exactly.
Yeah, they've got both teams. Let's see, the Miners have the serve right now, so they have potentially the momentum in their hands, but let's see if they use it. They've had a few service errors, so that would be an awful time to have another one. And, you know, I think this Oak Ridge team is here to leave it all out on the court tonight, and they've definitely shown up and have communicated that through their play.
Let's face it, Jen, they're doing that. And the mom coach of Oak Ridge has hooked up the iPod. She's going to all the tricks in her book. And there is a fault.
What happened on that?
I don't know, but Bishop has his head in his hands off of that serve. It didn't make it 3/4 of the way to the net, and now he pounds the chair. And now it's set point. Off the block, there's the up. It's going to be up in the rafters. There it comes finally. Skaggs.
Nice up.
What a dig by Campania.
Wow.
And that's off the block. So they prevail 25-23 in set 2. They lead 2-0. The Oak Ridge Trojans up on the Miners. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching exclusive exclusive coverage of Nevada Union Minor Volleyball on the Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Dr. Victoria Tutak, and welcome to Advanced Chiropractic Centers. Are you tired of living with debilitating pain, physically impacting the quality of your life? Here at Advanced Chiropractic Centers, we offer a variety of options. We are a result-driven office devoted to your health care. My name is Dr. T, and I look forward to meeting your health care needs.
Are you ready to buy or sell your home or property? Placer Title is your local title and escrow company located right here in the heart of Nevada County. We combine the stability of a national insurer with all the benefits of on-site title and escrow professionals. Being voted the best title company by the union readers for the past 7 years is a true testament to our local roots and unparalleled customer service. Stop by one of our 2 convenient locations and thank you for keeping your business local.
We're at SPD Market in Nevada City asking people what they like about SPD.
I've been shopping here for about 20 years, and the people are very courteous, and I especially like the meat counter. It's nice. You have a great selection, very helpful.
Because it's local, it's small, they have wonderful selections of things I need, and the personnel are very nice.
And that's why people love SPD Markets in Nevada City and Grass Valley.
Welcome to Plaza Tire and Automotive Service in Grass Valley. At Plaza Tire and Automotive Service, the customer comes first. We only do what's right for the customer, not necessarily what's right for business. Third generation family member, learned all that I know from my Grandpa Fred, my dad, my Uncle Mike, my grandma. My entire family's been a huge part of learning about the automotive industry. Grass Valley is our 4th location, and you can also find us in Colfax, Penn Valley, and Nevada City. I am Blake Hauser, and I welcome you to join us for the grand opening at our Grass Valley location.
So the Miners' backs firmly up against the wall. They lose set 1, 25-15, 25-23 in set 2, and so they have created a mountain which they must climb, as in order for them to prevail tonight, they're going to have to win the next 3 sets. Marty, can they do it?
Well, it's going to be tough to win 3 in a row here, but they're huddling out in the center court, and they're talking to each other, trying to get each other fired up. You just never know. They could turn it around, but they're at a real disadvantage right now.
Gil, I have a suggestion. I think that you should do a series with Melanie DeMoore, the coach of Oak Ridge, on how to coach and mother at the same time, because she has got it mastered. Be sure and join us next time for the tune-up for the playoffs between the Nevada Union Miners and the Whitney Wildcats. Sorry I won't be able to join the 2 of you, but I will be in Mexico on a, if I may say so myself, well-deserved vacation.
Well-deserved. Good for you, Jim.
Steven Skaggs. Off the block and out. Kopania doing all the damage. He has been a tornado for the offense and defense of Oak Ridge tonight.
He's got 5 kills and 3 blocks so far.
And an ace. That twister makes it 2-0. Sam Greenleaf. Skaggs kicked, and that made it over, but Skaggs is going to finish it off.
Great ready play there at the net by Skaggs.
He made him pay the price right there on that one, on that overset.
This matchup just goes to show that if you're good at soccer and volleyball, it will help, as that ball was kicked over the net, or kicked up to the net. Off the block. Over. Salcedo will set.
Take
and
that
it's
one
out.
Yep.
Harrison McCormick slams it out. 3-1 Oak Ridge. opening moments of set 3. Miners have lost the first 2. And a service fault.
Exactly what the Miners need right now to get some kind of start going. They've got to generate some kind of momentum here right now in the beginning of this set.
Well, they've got to get it going pretty quickly here, Jen. You get down 2-0 off the block and through Salcedo, 4-2.
That went right between his hands, and it rolled into the crowd.
Coach Salcedo felt horrible before the match tonight, and I'm sure that this doesn't make him feel any better. Skaggs off the block.
Nice set.
Kopania, and there's the point.
Looked like Cole Williams fell down before he could get to the ball, and that allowed it to drop right in.
Miners in a bit of disarray, down 5-2. Nice up, but not hit well at all by Wyatt Rowland. Rowland should have gotten that over the net. The way that Oak Ridge has been playing, they would have had a good chance for the point.
Exactly.
Right.
Far right of your screen, Stephen Skaggs, the senior, honored before tonight's match, and Mason Salcedo comes over and passes a towel to one of the Oak Ridge players, Ben Gillingham. And it is 5-3.
Ooh.
And another nice kill. This is Connor Peterson. Right now, Oak Ridge doing everything right. They are doubled up on the Miners 6-3 in set 3.
They've really come out and kind of stunned everybody here in Ally, not just the Miners, but I think all the fans too. They're here to play.
Jen, let's face it, a very consistent performance tonight.
Yes,
and
without a doubt.
The kill by Logan Curley as he puts it at the feet of the blockers, and here comes Max Bishop. Question from Coach Demur. And here is Max. Now another chance. Kopania comes over to Curley and he finishes it off. Logan Curley with the kill. Six to 5.
You can see, even regardless of the flow, I am watching Marco Salcedo over here on the bench, and he is on the edge of his seat every point. Oh.
And a nice kill by Chase Berry. No, a lot of offensive weapons for this Oak Ridge team. They've kind of spread the wealth around.
They have. Yeah, it's pretty equally balanced, I'd say, and they're not dependent on any one player tonight, which is always a good place to be in.
Nice dig. Berry now, Peterson plays it over.
Toby Carter.
Toby's played a really good match tonight, Jen.
Yeah, he has. He, like I said, the first kill that I saw him make in the first game, he just looked hungry for it, and I can tell he's still hungry up
Logan
until now.
Curley, and that is long. Service error. When the Oak Ridge team looked at their calendar, they saw that tonight was a internationally televised game.
Who's got the international part? Would that be me?
Oh, that's anybody who wants to watch it on YouTube all over the world.
Wow.
Point for the Miners, 8-7. Jen, when you go to the University of Pacific next year, you can catch all of the action on the YouTube channel.
I'm excited about that. But I do plan to come back and have some guest appearances.
Well, I think you
That's
should.
all right.
Otherwise, all you'll do is critique us.
I'm going to miss you guys too much.
Cole Williams serving for Nevada Union, and there's another service there for the Miners. And does it seem to you that the concentration just isn't there completely in this third
I think
set?
it's the concentration mixed with focused and their level of caliber. I mean, it's just not.
Sam Greenleaf, and that is long, so they trade service errors. 9-8. Calvin Johnson comes out, and Max Bishop back in. And here's Tyler Salcedo.
Wow.
Skaggs with the block, the Miners with the point, and we are tied at 9.
When Skaggs gets his timing right up there on the block at the net, he's just, I mean, you can't get past him.
Mason Salcedo for the Miners, tied at 9. And that is served long. Miners really having a problem at the service line.
Yeah, that might be his second or third. I want to say it's his third service error, which, if I'm guessing,
You got it right. That's his third one.
that's pretty unlikely for him.
Skaggs with the kill.
Great connection on that.
Once again, this game's going to be back and forth, coming down to the wire again.
Harrison McCormick tied at 10. And there's the kill.
No chance.
Deadly by Chase Berry.
I think a lot of credit goes to the Oak Ridge coach. I mean, she looks like a tough cookie to me. She knows her stuff, and she's clearly effectively coaching her guys.
And Steven Skaggs with the kill.
But for Oak Ridge to come up here to our home court advantage, Ali Gym, and have us by 2 sets, I mean, pretty impressive.
And 11-11 in set 3. Campania has something to say about that. And it's 12-11. Entering the middle stages of the third set. Steve Skaggs comes out, has a few words with Marco Salcedo.
I'm not sure there was a touch on that.
I think that was 4 hits for the Miners. There's the joust out of the backcourt. Off the block.
Double.
And a double hit is called.
That's the first one tonight.
So 13-11. And Campania to serve. Miners with a great opportunity, couldn't quite finish it off. And now Campania, and now one of the Trojans, I think it was Campania, now Campania does, and the lead is up to 3 points in set 3.
You know, I'd be curious to know, maybe one of you two know this, what the set score was when Nevada Union played Oak Ridge at Oak Ridge.
3-0.
3-0.
Miners won in 3 straight sets. And that also was, Jen, after they were defeated at Granite Bay, so they went to Oak Ridge and took out their revenge on Oak Ridge, although it was a really close match. And here tonight they lose in 5 grueling sets to Granite Bay, and they're down not only 2 sets to 1, but down by 3 in set number 3.
Yeah, you know, it's not a question of if the Miners have it in them. I think it's, you know, clearly they have it in them if they beat them 3-0.
They're going to have to play it to a different level, though.
Right. And they haven't been. You know, the caliber of play that we saw last week against Granite Bay.
Or is it, man? This Oak Ridge team just seems really on tonight.
Yeah, they are definitely on and consistent.
Curley, and he finds the open spot. And now a determined Max Bishop back at the service line. All business at the moment. Well played. The kill by Chase Berry. He taps it over the block and to the floor. And now Berry back at the line, leading 15-12. Curley hits the open spot and guides it around the block.
7 kills for Curley.
You know, when he connects, like I was saying earlier, when he gets the ball at the peak of its arc, that's really when Logan Curley shines. He just comes in flying from the outside.
And here is Logan back at the line. And I'll tell you what, Ben Gillingham and his Oak Ridge team really have it together. They've stymied the Miners so far tonight.
They have. They have. I think they've really given the Miners the challenge that they weren't expecting.
And a terrible time for a service error for C.J. Harger. And now Cole Williams back to serve for Nevada Union. And Skaggs has the answer at the net.
He's loving every piece of that.
And the Miners now down by 1. Cole Williams with a service error.
That's his 3rd one tonight.
Let's check the replay here on the screen. We got Skaggs there. Wow, just a clear block, really clean there from Skaggs.
Back here to live action, and that is out. Harris McCormick taps it long.
The Trojans really inching their way here. We got a 15-18 up there on the scoreboard. Trojans lead by 3. Great
nice
up.
dig. Miners now chasing it. And now a free ball. And that's out. 18-16.
Everybody on the bench over here on the Miners side up in arms, calling these lines.
Max Bishop comes back in as Calvin Johnson goes out. And here is Mason Salcedo. Nice set. Now the Miners with the opportunity, and it's Skaggs, and he taps it right into the net.
Can't quite connect there in the middle with Skaggs. That's happened a few times tonight, once or twice, I think.
19-16. Connor Peterson serving. Harrison McCormick with a definitive kill, 19-17. And McCormick back at the line. Starting to come down the stretch of set number 3. Miners trailing by 2. And now Nevada Union with an opportunity. And Skaggs hits it right into the kill. And now the lead for Oak Ridge is 1.
This is a pivotal moment here for the Miners, make or break.
Got either the first team to 20 or we're tied at 19. And that is out. We're going to be tied at 19. And timeout is taken by Oak Ridge. They had a 19-16 lead, and suddenly it has evaporated to 19 all.
That it has, and they are what now? They're 6 points away from taking this W tonight and walking out of here of Ali Gym pretty satisfied.
And there is Coach Melanie Demore.
Well, the crowd's getting into it now, Jim.
Rowdy crowd tonight, good-sized crowd. I see Dan and Mal Castles in the audience. Mal, a ex-star for Nevada Union girls volleyball. So here we go. Off the block.
Wow.
Played over and played into the net. It's the Miners' lead.
You talk about a momentum changer. That's it right there. You get everybody on the gym up on their feet. A diving save like that.
Miners are the first team to 20. Capania with the kill. We're tied at 20. Stephen Capania for Oak Ridge has been what Stephen Skaggs is to the Miners.
8 kills, 3 blocks, and 1 ace.
Whoa! The ricochet goes against Oak Ridge, and the Miners lead 21-20. And that goes off the block, but yes, the tip off the block. And now we're tied at 21. And here is Capania at the line. And now it's advantage Oak Ridge. 22-21. A big point coming up, and before we will see that point, it is Marco Salcedo with a timeout.
Wow, this is pretty exciting tonight. I thought last week's game with Granite Bay was exciting, but
this is just as exciting.
What a slippery slope for the Miners.
Yeah, talk about a nail biter.
And this next point is huge because it's either going to be tied at 22 or 23-21.
Yep. Miners just need to calm down and play what they know.
If it's 23-21, Oak Ridge is firmly in the driver's seat.
Yep. Without a doubt.
And they've got Capania serving. He's deadly.
And so here we go. Nice set off the block. Oak Ridge responds. And there's a touch, and it's out. Harrison McCormick had the touch, and now it's 23-21. And now the next point looms huge. Off the block. Logan Curley hit it with authority and got the result. Miners down by 1, 23-22. Almost a must-have point. And Max Bishop at the line. There's the set. And it's off the block and out, and now we are at match point. Max Bishop is going to come out. Calvin Johnson is going to come in, and the Miners on the brink of losing their final regular season game at the Ally. And here's the chance for Oak Ridge, and it's Capania, but he hits it long, uncharacteristically long. So now the Miners have a chance. We are still at match point. Logan Curley serving. Tied at 24. Poorly played by Oak Ridge.
Timeout called by Oak Ridge coach.
So Coach DeMoore takes a timeout.
Boy, they had 2 chances to put it away right there.
Wow, that's tough when you don't do that.
Yep.
It is, and you know, the Miners, I think, have the momentum right now. They've got the serve, which is huge at a point like this when you're tied at 24-24. And this is their lifeline, this last serve. And I think we've got, is it Logan Curley at the line?
Mm-hmm. So we'll see what happens. So Curley serving, as you can see there, tied at 24. And
what do you do, serve too early?
A little bit, so he'll go back and try it again. Nice set. Good up.
Oh, just tipped it over.
Harrison McCormick had a ball that tight roped the net, but fell on the Oak Ridge side, and now it's the Miners with set point. 3 straight points have given the Miners a 1-point lead. And into the block, but out. We'll go extra time. We're tied at 25.
Let's check out Harrison McCormick up here at the net. One-handed backwards tip. Takes a second, hangs out on the tape, and lands in no man's land. Great up. Fair play.
And down on the floor, it's a Miners point. 26-25. Steven Skaggs checks in. Toby Carter checks out. Cole Williams at the line. Nice set. And off the block and out. So we'll go some more. We're tied at 26.
Wow, this is pretty intense.
Sam Greenleaf with that twister serve.
Oh.
Great save, Logan Curley.
Hit into Calvin Johnson, and now it's Oak Ridge with match point again, 27-26.
Oak Ridge's gonna make it work.
Big point, there's Skaggs. And there was a touch, that's the match.
Wow.
There was a touch on the Miners' side. And it is Oak Ridge that will prevail tonight.
I didn't see that.
You know,
I heard it a little bit. I didn't see it.
I immediately looked at both the officials because I thought, I think there was a touch on that.
Yeah.
The up guy said no touch, but this guy gave the touch sign.
And I think maybe one of the line refs over here also gave the touch signal. Talk about a heartbreaking loss.
Oh, that's really,
for the Miners on their senior night.
But, you know, give Oak Ridge their due. They wanted it bad tonight.
Yeah, they did. They definitely showed up to compete, and that they did.
And they played well. And here's the
take a look
replay
at
of
the
that
screen.
last point. Look at that dig there.
The touch, we can hardly tell, but the touch was at the net there on that last call. Out, but the Miners had a touch on that at the net.
So the Miners lose in 3 tonight. Oak Ridge wins in 3. Oak Ridge led by a great effort by Ben Capania. And they have to go out of here feeling pretty darn good. They probably cemented a spot in the playoffs, and the Miners almost assuredly have themselves going to have to play on the road.
Definitely, and I think I would assume that Coach Melanie Demure, she's feeling pretty happy right now. It's probably a great ending note towards the end of Oak Ridge's season, especially coming here to Ali, making the trip up.
Marty,
and
final
sweeping.
thoughts?
Well, I thought for sure that the Miners, after being down 2 sets, that they would make a valiant comeback, at least for the third set, but they fought hard, but they just couldn't get the points when they needed them.
Right.
Jen?
I think there was a big error factor tonight for NU. I don't think that they necessarily had the magic that they've had in the past. A lot of service errors we saw, and also some trouble at the net with key players like Logan Curley. But, Mason Salcedo was really looking to Skaggs mainly to drive home some of those kills that the Miners were looking for, but couldn't quite catch the Trojans. And I think they're well coached, very consistent, and definitely a well-deserved win tonight here in Ali.
Well, I had Skaggs for 10 kills and Curley for 8. Well, these stats aren't as good as Steve Sitters would have. He'd had everything right there for us. But I think the dynamic factor was that Ben Copania. He had 8 kills and an ace and 3 blocks, and he was kind of all over it, both offense and defense.
So tune in for our next playoff game, the Miners versus the Wildcats, next week on your NorCal Game of the Week. And on Friday, May 15th, NU Miners Lift-a-thon 2015. Pick a player, support the team.
Oh, yeah.
And Marty,
yeah.
Marty, that doesn't look like a sand trap. It looks like a steak.
Well, I could go for one of those right now. I didn't get any dinner tonight, so.
I know. I know. What do you think it looks like, Jen?
I don't know. I was going to say a
looks like a liver.
Yeah, or something too.
Liver.
It's not so much looking like a sand trap to me.
Well, there you go. Our executive producer director tonight, Gilbert M. Dominguez. Camera operators, Sanyo Enos and Patrick Sheehy. Announcers, Jim, Marty, and Jen. Good working with you guys.
Yeah, it was fun.
Always is.
Remote facilities by Commander 2. Commander Maintenance, Plaza Auto and Tire Service, and Reeby's Auto Parts. Player of the Game Award, Touchdown Productions, Stuckey Engravers. And Touchdown Accounting by Cinto Graciano, LLP. Contact us. There's all our contact information. We'll look forward to coming to you next time. For Marty Mortensen, Jen Menary, Gil Dominguez, and our entire Touchdown Productions team, this is Jim Adams reminding you that you've been watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union Volleyball on the Touchdown Productions Television Network. Good night, everybody.